You know what happens when you finish a game? You try and put a review up on YouTube because everybody else is doing so and making money off of it. Why shouldn't I? Says me with my 67 subscribers. But anyway, I'll talk about it because I can. Um I finished the game yesterday. I even platinumed it, and I think it took me about 85 hours roughly to finish it on lethal difficulty, doing each and everything and getting the platinum trophy. I think it's called the Onryo. No, not the Onryo. Hold on. Let me find it out. Let me find it out. Hold on. It's called Legendary Onryo. So I was kind of right. Um, I think it's a great game. I don't know what everybody else. I mean, I know generally people are enjoying the game, but I know there was some controversy around it as well. So I don't care about any of that stuff. I think it was don't, no comments on that whatsoever. But the game's done something that I was wanting in a game, in an open world game, for a very long time. What was the last open world game that made me feel like when I was out exploring, I was actually finding encounters that would just make me completely forget about the main quest, and I will just get lost into those random encounters that I'll come across? I can't think of any except Red Dead Redemption 2, being honest. And I would compare this game's open world, to Red Dead Redemption 2's open world, because I think this is finally somebody's attempt, another developer's attempt to try and create an open world like the one in Red Dead Redemption 2. And they've succeeded mostly in it, I would say. In fact, the experiences here, they're like you come across more of them because the map's a bit smaller compared to Red Dead Redemption 2's, and there's like less space, and you come across more encounters, especially in the first area of the game. You would come across so many things in a good way, not in an overwhelming way. You wouldn't know the quest markers aren't there. You'll just be riding your horse and you would come across an NPC, and it will just kickstart an entire side quest, and not just like, I don't know, go there and kill all the people in this camp kind of a task. Like it's not uh, a, a waste of time. It's going somewhere. It's a narrative. It's a story. You get the point there. But it's got a lot of that, and I loved it. Most people would also say the story is just a revenge tale that you've heard and you've seen so many of them at this point. It doesn't really do anything new, and it's completely fine. I'm okay with that, as long as they're telling it. It doesn't matter if it's been repeated 100 times over in the past, as long as they're executing it in a creative way, in in a quality way. I think it's all right. Like there's so many tales that are, I don't know, 100 years old, 200 years old, 500 years old, thousands of years old, I don't know. But they do keep on repeating and nobody says anything about them. So narrative having a theme that's been done before doesn't matter. It's how they've presented, and they've presented it really well. I think it's a very well done story in the confines of the revenge theme, and it oozes quality. You can tell that it's done with a lot of love being put into it. So yes, I think if I was to rate the story itself, I would rate it an 8 out of 10, whereas if I was to rate the open world, I would rate it at least a 9 out of 10, because it is that good. And then the combat is a 10 out of 10. no doubt about it. It's just so much better, even from Ghost of Tsushima, which was great, but it got repetitive. I felt like that. I couldn't platinum that game, but in this game, I didn't even realize that I was almost there, uh, just like maybe 3 or 4 trophies away from platinum, doing platinum on the game, because I wanted to play. I wanted to come across more encounters, more combat encounters while I was playing, and while I was trophy hunting or just doing the exploration, there would be combat encounters out there. Uh, so all in all, combat is a 10 on 10, and there's like so many cool outfits in the game that you can use. I hope they get new game plus one. It's not on there at the moment, but I hope they get it soon so that I can play the game again. Even though I've platinumed it, I think I'm going to play it again with all the outfits that I've got. I'm gonna try and do different outfits and see. It just feels so sick being a mercenary in that time period, and it's got a lot of Boba Fett vibe to it. Like you're just out there and uh, doing these bounties and whatnot. So yes, I think Ghost of Yotei is an overall great game. If you're remotely interested in playing it, if you've played Ghost of Tsushima and you loved it, you're gonna love this one even more. That's all for the first video. So I don't know if you've come across this video by chance, and if you want to support me, I would really appreciate you subscribing and liking this video. So thank you.